Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Before I'd be enslaved, I'd be buried in my grave and go home and be free. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Before I'd be enslaved, I'd be buried in my grave and go home and be free. Don't you want to be free? 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 Y'all better tell me if you want to be free. I'm over here trying to get some information. Y'all acting like we at a morning ceremony. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? Come on. Don't you want to be free? Sing it with me. Come on. Don't you want to be free? All right, that's all good. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? Y'all bring them claps a little stronger. I know you got it in you. Come on. Isn't it the Institute of Black Intellectual Cultural Life? Well, part of Black intellectual and cultural life is call and response and polyrhythms. So I would like to hear a little bit more polyrhythms. Come on. I need some stomping. Come on. Don't you? No singing, just clapping. I know I better hear a soul clap somewhere. Come on, soul clap. Woo! Come on. Look around at your neighbor. Look around and see who's clapping with you. You might need them. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? All right. Y'all doing pretty good. All right. Give yourselves a hand. All right. Now, this next song, I'm only doing this one, then one at the end. Y'all have got to sing with me. Now, I just had my little chorus a second ago before we started streaming, so y'all know what to do, the chorus. Anybody else want to join in, you can. All right. Y'all having a good time? Yeah. All right, good. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I am land. Come and go with me to that land where I am bound. So y'all got that, right? Come and talk to your neighbor. Make sure y'all got it. Check in with your neighbor. Teach them the melody. Talk to your nobody talking to you? Ain't nobody helping her? Somebody. Come help her. Make sure she knows it. Come make sure she knows it. Talk to your neighbor. Y'all better help each other. Sing it. Y'all got it? Dean, you know it? Y'all, you helping somebody? All right. So, we got the foundation. Somebody yell out, what is it? What's the word?
Come with me to that land. Come with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Where I'm bound.
Yeah, that's it. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I am bound. Y'all, excellent. So we got that. Good job supporting each other. Now we're going to get creative the way they did during the Civil Rights Movement. Okay. And we need it right now. Mm-hmm. So I'll go like joy. And y'all go, there is joy in that love. There is love in that. You got freedom. There is freedom in that land where I am bound. Love. There is love. In that land. Joy.
There is joy in that land.
Freedom.
There is freedom in that land where I'm bound.
Okay, y'all got it. So why don't y'all stand up? Because I'm not doing the lecture. If anybody wants to come down here in the circle again, half circle, I could use the company if anybody feels comfortable. I mean, you know. Y'all gonna just leave me out here by myself? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Stairs.
Huh?
Steep stairs.
Okay, that's it. All right. Y'all ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna just do the first, where we all come and go women to that land, and then when we go back again, I'll call out the words. Y'all got it? Take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And really listen. Listen to what these words are. These words have a lot of power. These are old words from what they would call the old blacks. So they knew something about some things. So put your hand on your heart. So when you're singing it, be intentional. And you can close your eyes. You don't have to be, you're not performing at Carnegie Hall yet. This is just us. And us is really important. Community. All right, take another breath. Shake yourself out. Get yourself grounded. Think about where you want to be. If there are things in your life that you want to go to that land, things you want to let go, things you want to leave behind, things you want to call in. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I am bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I am bound. Joy. There is joy
In that land.
Love. There
is love in that land.
Freedom.
There is freedom in that land where I'm bound.
Hope. There is hope in that land. Love.
There is love in that land.
Freedom.
There is freedom in that land where I'm
Now look around at your neighbors. Turn around, look at your people. Joy.
There is
Joy in that love. There is love in that land. Peace. Peace in that land.
where I'm bound.
Liberation. There Let's take it up. Joy. There is joy in that land. There is love in that peace.
There is peace in that land where I'm now.
There's hope.
There is hope in that land.
There's love.
There is love in that land.
There's freedom. There is freedom in that land. There is freedom. There's freedom.
There is
Freedom in that land where I am bound. Woo-hoo!
Thanks for reminding me of my grandmother and the church that we
Every institution I've been at previously has had some form of a Black cultural center. So I was actually surprised that Dartmouth didn't have something like this already.
I think this grew out of a sense of crisis, but also a sense of opportunity.
We are celebrating Black artistry, Black knowledge production, all of the ways that these are intertwined. This is a celebration of us.
The mission of the Institute really resonated with me. It was something that I knew of before coming to Dartmouth. Making those connections throughout my academic journey, I find really profound.
It's not a question of DEI, it's just a question about knowledge. Which knowledge do we prioritize?
People here are wonderful. I mean, every time I come here, I'm really inviting and really caring.
People open the door and they say, I'm gonna get something out of this that I need.
From the writing retreats that I've been to, from the talks that we've hosted and the conversations we get to have with the scholars that they bring in, ultimately reminds us to be our full and whole selves as we navigate Dartmouth's community.
Work like this takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of courage.
Bringing everyone together, people from religion, anthropology, sociology, geography.
I bring together poetry and architecture, so I've had wonderful conversations. But nevertheless, not as the opportunity to see connections.
I cannot talk about the Institute without talking about the people.
So much tenderness and expertise in organizing the events.
The events are extremely fascinating. Black diasporic research and literature across a wide spectrum, really transformative.
We're going to bring national figures to Dartmouth, and that's a huge win for us. It's also a chance for them to see what's happening at Dartmouth and to spread that word back out.
We need spaces like the IBICL to control our narrative about what Black thinkers have contributed to academia.
It's just opening up so many more perspectives.
To me, it's not only important, it's vital.
This institute does give hope to students, to faculty of color.
The Institute represents the people who need it. And that turns out to be a lot of different kinds of people.
Good afternoon to everyone gathered here in Dartmouth 105 and who are joining us around the world, I suspect, today. It's really a privilege to be here. My name is Liz Lampress. I'm a class of '83, and I've had the honor of being the chair of Dartmouth's Board of Trustees for the last several years. I'm delighted to be here today. The performance that you gave and the warm-up that you gave us and the pre-performance so that we'd be prepared, much appreciated. So thank you. I remember hearing about the concept of the Institute several years ago under the leadership of our former president, Phil Hanlon, and our exquisite board chair, Laurel Ritchie, who is here with us today. And I remember being intrigued, but not really sure of what it was going to become or what it could become. And I had the opportunity, along with several of us here in Hanover, many of us here in Hanover, to listen to the faculty today. And it became eminently clear to me of what the Institute already is and what it could become. I couldn't help thinking that I'd love to audit each of your classes. And I couldn't help thinking that as wonderful as my Dartmouth education was, that the education available to our students today, to learn from scholars like you, to explore issues like this, to be exposed to research in these fields, is just incomparable to what many of us experienced in the past. So thank you for what you're doing for our students. I also wanted to say thank you, a number of people who were so instrumental in creating the Institute, the faculty, the staff, the students, the donors, those who came along the journey and took a leap of faith of what this could become. We are deeply appreciative of what you're doing. And many of you I know who are watching this at home have been a big part of that journey as well. So thank you very much on behalf of the Board of Trustees. And then finally, I have the privilege of introducing someone who is known to all of you already. Sian Beilock is the 19th president in the Wheelock succession, as we all know. She is a cognitive scientist by training. Her research is performance under pressure, which proves very fortuitous for a university president in this day and age. She is someone who has distinguished herself as the leader of a liberal arts and a female liberal arts college at Barnard, and is grounded in an understanding of research at one of the world's great research universities as the executive assistant provost at the University of Chicago. But I am pleased and proud that she is now with us in Hanover. So without further ado, Dr. Sian Leah Beilock.
Thank you, Liz. And as we begin, I do want to note we are really missing someone who's been at the heart and soul of all of this work and who I know wanted so badly to join us tonight. The inaugural director of the Institute and a brilliant scholar and professor in our Department of English and Creative Writing, Professor Kimberly Juanita Brown. She's in our thoughts and we can't wait to see her again soon. Can we give Professor Brown a round of applause for all she's done to make this day possible? I'm truly delighted to be here on what is a very special day, not only for the Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life, but our entire community. Like Liz, I'm grateful to our alums, our faculty and leadership team, the many supporters here today and watching online that have put their time, energy, and philanthropic support into making this institute a reality. And I don't believe this opening could come at a more important moment. Last year, we came together to celebrate James Baldwin's centenary with 100 Days of Baldwin, a program I know many in this room worked tirelessly to put on. I think today about Baldwin's words in the 1960s when he wrote, "It is very nearly impossible to become an educated person in a country so distrustful of the independent mind." The goal of this institute, of this incredible team of scholars and faculty we've assembled, is to inspire and awaken those independent minds, to question things, to push our institutions and our society to examine themselves, and to do so by teaching the parts of our history that for too long have gone untaught, including the expansive scholarship of the Black diaspora. This moment in higher education comes with significant challenges and uncertainty. And as I have been talking to the community over the last several weeks, I've really been emphasizing that Dartmouth will do everything in its power to support the principles of free and open inquiry that make our institution and our peers fearlessly independent. The best way I know how to do that is through action. Today, I want everyone to see, with the opening of this Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life, with everything we are doing right now, that Dartmouth remains committed to our core values. I want everyone to see that we fundamentally believe in diversity and including all voices in the conversation because it's core to our mission and leads to the academic excellence we all care so much about. We fundamentally believe in having the hard and honest conversations in the service of uncovering truth and knowledge. And we fundamentally believe in the independent mind. Because of that, I've never felt more strongly or more proud that we are now launching this institute as a permanent fixture at Dartmouth. This is a place that's truly open to all, showcasing our values every day with visiting scholars and artists, lectures and symposia, and research that helps us understand our history, present, and future. The connections formed across campus between faculty, staff, and students, undergraduate and graduate, alumni, and others are critical to an inclusive community. This institute has already begun the steps of becoming an important hub in our ecosystem at Dartmouth, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you all for your extraordinary support. Thank you to Professor Brown and Janae Potts, the Institute's Assistant Director. You have hosted so many scholars and artists already and done everything to support them, from making sure they're comfortable on campus to having transportation to everything else. It's a big undertaking. And as president of this extraordinary institution, I'm sincerely grateful for all that we're doing to make this community so special and all that you are doing. Now, I would like to introduce one more person that really, without his support, could not have made this institute possible. He's been a great champion of this institute for years, and when we sat down to look at the math about making this a permanent institute, he was right there with me in the push that this is something that is important for Dartmouth and important for higher education and important for the world. Please join me in welcoming Pat and John Rosenwald, professor in computer science, and our provost, David Kotz. Thank
you. Thank you, Sion, and thank you all for joining us today. It really is a tremendously exciting day. I've been fortunate to be part of an extended team of people across campus, faculty and staff, leadership, who have worked very hard to make this institute possible and to shepherd it in its first year. And I'm particularly pleased that Kimberly Juanita Brown, Professor Brown, was willing and able to step up and lead this institute. She's done some amazing things. I'm just very sad that she's not able to share this day with us. I'm sure she'll be able to see the video at some point. I also want to thank Janae Potts again for her incredible work to make this day and all of the programming possible. Thank you, Janae. In some ways, this institute is like many of the other research-oriented institutes around campus. It's a mechanism to bring together faculty and staff and students around topics across disciplines from every corner of the campus. But this institute in particular, I think, also serves another essential purpose, and we've felt that today. It's a locus of community. It's an opportunity to bring people together around shared interests, even in some cases, events that are just meant to bring people together. And for the IBICL open house this morning, we saw that happening yet again. It's a space where people feel comfortable. We saw that in the video, where they can just come and hang out. listen to the music in the wonderful vinyl collection. And if you haven't been there before yesterday, as Janae points out, please do visit again, because there's some beautiful new artwork that was just unveiled yesterday, and I highly recommend checking that out. So this is the point where I would be introducing Kimberly Brown. Unfortunately, as I said, she's not with us today, but I'm going to introduce her anyway, because she deserves all of the celebration we can offer. So Kimberly Juanita Brown serves as the director of the Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life and associate professor in the Department of English and Creative Writing. Her research and teaching lie at the intersection between African American, African diaspora literature, and visual culture studies. In particular, she is interested in the relationship between visuality and Black subjectivity. Her current book project, More to Vivian, Photography and the Politics of the Visual, is forthcoming by MIT Press. The project explores the relationship between photography and histories of anti-Blackness on the cusp of the 21st century. As the inaugural director of the Institute, Kimberly has been a thoughtful and strategic leader in realizing the creation of the Institute and developing its programs. So in lieu of Kimberly giving her remarks, I'd like to invite Senior Vice President Shante Delalue to the podium so she can share Dr. Brown's remarks with us.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you, Dave. And just thank you to all who made this opportunity possible. So on behalf of my dear colleague, I will share her remarks, and then I'll move directly into my own remarks. Professor Kimberly Juanita Brown couldn't be with us. She had an unexpected medical matter, but she's doing okay. I spoke to her directly, and she sends everyone her best. In the past year, the Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life has hosted a range of events, including the Black Book Party, featuring Black authors from across Dartmouth's academic disciplines, a monthly speaker series where scholars present their completed work and work in progress, visiting scholar in residence Hortense J. Spillers, and yes, that was a wonderful thing, and the James Baldwin 100-day celebration. That was just a small subset of what took place over this last year. I also want to add a huge thanks to Janae Potts, because I know Kimberly would have, the amazing assistant director of the Institute who works tirelessly to make sure these events run smoothly and the community sees the space as a place where Black joy can be manifested. Yes. Yesterday, several of us had the opportunity to go to Rauner Library, I suggest you all go, to view the original sermon of Edward Mitchell, the first Black graduate of Dartmouth in 1828, and the first Black graduate of what would later become known as the Ivy League. He stated in an 1830 sermon, "Brethren, you know that iniquitous practices have made dreadful inroads into this otherwise happy land. The expose of licentiousness presents astounding facts. The investigation of the history of alcohol has resulted in the pictures of wretchedness and crimes calculated to awaken the attention of every Christian and philanthropist." That sounds very familiar to me to today. He goes on to say that slavery appears by the light of truth to be a system at war with humanity and religion, and in a league with pride, oppression, cruelty, robbery, and licentiousness. Now imagine, that was Mitchell's words, our very own first Black graduate, almost 200 years ago. He spoke of a truth even if unpopular. The Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life endeavors to share the truth of the Black experience at Dartmouth and beyond. I would like to bring Kimberly's voice into this space with a few excerpts from her book, More to Vivian. She states, We are so much more than the way we are imagined by others.
Amen.
Here, the earth holds information, bodies, lives, and fiction of racial supremacy. We just have to look. The Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life allows us to look. Kimberly asks that I end her remarks with the last few lines of Gwendolyn Brooks' poem about Paul Robeson. We are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. Thank you, Kimberly, for your leadership and dedication to the Institute. So for my own remarks, it is tremendous to be with you. I'm Shantae Delalue. An honor that we officially celebrate the establishment of the Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life, a moment that marks both a beginning and a future. As I was preparing my remarks today, I thought a lot about my own beginning. Thank you, Sister Imani, for those songs, because that's a part of who we are. It's a deep down, something down in my soul that's ringing since you joined the stage. And my connection to the Institute. As Senior Vice President, I oversee institutional diversity and equity, and I'm deeply proud to be a part of the support of the Institute. Beyond my title, I am the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Carter and Lucy Banks. They had one child named Anne. Anne married George Holmes, and they had 3 children. Their first child, Richard, was born in 1846 when slavery was still legal. He married Sarah Lewis, and in 1873, they had 10 children throughout their marriage. Their 9th child, Bertha, married Harrison Donald, and they had 7 children. Russell, their 3rd child, was my grandfather. He married Mother Florine Taylor, who would have been singing those songs. She taught me those songs. Together, they had 7 girls. Their 4th child, the middle child, is my mother, Shirley Ann. Now, you may be wondering, how is that relevant to the Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life? The Institute is a place where those stories can be told. We can bring all of who we are, what we are often told we have lost, and create the conditions for possibility making far into the future. As a part of my own research, I travel to Ghana. I take small cohorts there to understand the linkages between the African Atlantic diaspora and the South, both personally and professionally. Having an intellectual hub like the IBICL allows scholars like me and our wonderful faculty to have our research heard across campus. It's a home. At its heart, the Institute endeavors to reflect Dartmouth's enduring commitment to the liberal arts, where we value inquiry that is expansive, interdisciplinary, and transformative. In support of our students, faculty, and staff, the Institute brings together scholars and artists who tell the rich history of the Black diaspora. And we don't have to feel ashamed or we don't know what that is. It is a part of who we are. It's cultural traditions, its intellectual contributions, and its ongoing influence across the globe. This work is essential, both for those who identify with the African diaspora and for anyone seeking to understand the diaspora in all its richness and complexity. When we create spaces where Black life is studied and celebrated, we enrich our collective knowledge and honor the accomplishments of a remarkable legacy of people. I want to offer a heartfelt thanks to key members of the Black Alumni of Dartmouth Association and the broader alumni community. Your persistence and unwavering belief in the importance of this work helped make the Institute a reality. To the faculty, staff, alumni, and community members who helped lay the foundation, thank you. Your support whether through time, insight, financial resources, or mentorship, made this possible. You have helped to create not just a program, but a legacy that Dartmouth can be proud of. On a personal note, I've already seen the power of the Institute in action, whether through a conversation with a student, a faculty gathering, a guest speaker, a moving dance performance, or any one of the early programs. There have been many, many moments that stayed with me. Two in particular stand out. My office partnered with the Institute on an event to honor 4 Black women faculty right here at Dartmouth. One, Professor Deborah King, who retired after 40 years. Many may not know that Professor King is one of the first people to actually talk about intersectionality. And we also honored 3 professors who made full. Io Coley, Comparative Literature in African and African American Studies, Vivi Francis in English and Creative Writing, and Trika Keaton in African and African American Studies. Now, for context, according to the National Center for Education and Statistics, in 2020, there were close to 190,000 faculty who had the rank of full professor. In 2022, 7% of all faculty and 3.5% of full professors identified as Black. So as the data bears out, it is an incredible achievement that right here, several of our own reached full professor as Black scholars. Students shared testimonials of how each of these amazing professors enriched their lives, and the community came together in a time of celebration, which is especially important in times of division. The other event featured Black faculty right here in Dartmouth Hall reading excerpts from their books. I was moved to tears. It was a moving representation of the dynamic scholars we have in our own community. It was a moment that affirmed something I believe deeply, that scholarship, at its best, does not live in isolation. It lives in community. It provokes thought. It deepens empathy. And it calls us to act. The Institute is creating those kinds of moments, spaces where learning and lived experience meet, where we all grow as a result. It's advancing scholarly knowledge, inspiring students, and opening doors for future generations of thinkers, creators, and leaders. And speaking of visionary leadership, I am honored to introduce someone who is transforming how we think about opportunity and academic excellence. Dr. Ansley Booker serves as the inaugural Penny and Jim Coulter 1982 Executive Director of Dartmouth Next, a university-wide initiative designed to increase the number of students completing degrees in STEM disciplines. This work is a part of a national response to a powerful challenge issued by the National Science Foundation to find and support the missing millions of individuals whose talents are needed to meet the country's goals in science and technology. Dr. Booker is uniquely equipped to lead this charge. She holds a PhD in educational leadership from Mercer University, a master's degree in pharmacy from University of Georgia, and a bachelor's degree in biology from Georgia Southern University. She brings to Dartmouth a deep well of experience, a passion for mentoring, and a commitment to breaking down barriers to access and achievement. Please join me in welcoming my soror, a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a remarkable scholar, advocate, and leader, Dr. Ansley Booker.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm very upset that Dr. DeLuise got to go first and have me nervous to come up here to give my remarks. Now I have to live up to all that expectancy that she has provided. But again, I just want to thank you all for attending this weekend's public opening for the Institute for Black Intellectual and Cultural Life. As we celebrate the second anniversary of the Institute, I am beaming, as you can see, with immense pride, gratitude, and joy for the collective effort and passion that has been a catalyst for moving us all forward. Since its inception, the Institute has built a vivacious community of gifted scholars, artisans, and cultural enthusiasts that have showcased the interconnectedness of art, Black intellectual capital, and cultural life through scholarly writings, groundbreaking research, and thought-provoking cultural exhibitions, all rooted in the rich study of the Black diaspora. Over the course of the last year, I've had the distinct honor and privilege of attending several of the receptions, panel discussions, and listening sessions hosted by the Institute, featuring scholars from across the nation. I began my journey with Patrick Chamoose, followed by reading and discussion with the visiting professor, Dr. Hortense Spillers, the 2025 MLK keynote address by Georgia native Stacey Abrams, and a book lunch, yes, clap for Stacey. I'll take credit because we're both from Georgia. I'll take her credit. And a book launch into the exploration of Washington, D.C.'s music culture by our beloved professor and ethnomusicologist, Dr. Ali Martin. Yes. And I finished my year, so I've been busy not only doing my work, but going to the Institute. I finished my year in deep reflection in politics, culture, and society in African American culture with Dr. Anika Henderson. In addition to my appreciation of the Institute as the Executive Director of Dartmouth Next, the STEM Accelerator, which is a similarly new program on campus, I've been in conversation with Dr. Brown to develop collaborative initiatives that combine art, culture, and science. This interdisciplinary approach, which will also leverage technology, engineering, and mathematics, so that will now be what? STEAM, will foster new streams of creativity, innovation, and collaboration combined with a deeper awareness of the Black diaspora through a more diverse lens. In the words of Dr. Brown, together we hope to provide a venue for the expression of ideas that transverse disciplines, geographies, and temporalities. This is increasingly important as we traverse this new academic landscape. The STEAM ecosystem is still experiencing a dearth of interdisciplinary scholars, researchers, and artists. This phenomenon, as many of you know, is referred to as the missing millions. One of the goals of NEXT and its connection to IBICL is to create space and opportunities to enhance the employability of our Dartmouth scholars by highlighting the ability to bridge the gaps between disciplines like science and art. Research has noted that those students that are able to leverage competencies such as critical thinking, collaboration, and adaptability to find innovative ideas and solutions thrive. Keyword there, thrive in a global professional environment and positions. We want our STEAM scholars to thrive in academic excellence. Looking ahead to next year, our goal is to, again, use these interdisciplinary conversations even further. As James Baldwin once said, the artist is not a special kind of man. Rather, every man is a special kind of artist. This year, we hope to empower everyone within our community to embrace their inner artists, whether through scientific inquiry like myself, cultural expression like Imani, or artistic creation. We want to lift every voice. Our partnership will include a spring 2026 panel discussion with famed astronauts entitled Launch to the Next Frontier, and an ongoing dialogue with Dartmouth scholars highlighting their research as the faces of change and innovation, celebrating excellence in STEM series. So for example, if you were here for the faculty panel earlier, that would feature someone like Dr. Jane Henderson in geography. In conclusion, thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to the Institute's mission. Here is yet to another year of growth, creativity, innovation, and collaboration as we continue to elevate and celebrate the richness of Black intellectual and cultural life. Thank you, and welcome, Imani.
All right, y'all should stand on up because this is it. This is the end. I would really love a few of y'all to just join me on the floor. Come on, y'all. Just a couple. Just a few. Make a half circle. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Few people. Semi-circle so we can get some of the people in. Yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you. Come over a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Anybody want to join us from up there? You're welcome to. I know you want to do it, don't you, Laurel? Come on, Laurel. Okay, you all right? Dean? Okay. Okay. All right. So this is so my full name is Imani Uzuri, so y'all can know it. It means faith and beauty in Kiswahili, and those are just principles that are very important to me spiritually and emotionally. So just want to put that out. And since we naming grandmamas, I want to name my grandma Lula from North Wallace, North Carolina. So yeah. So oh, child, we right there. Wow, Mr. Freeman. So, okay. So this last song, a lot of you, North Carolina too? Oh my goodness, look at the ancestors moving. Come on, North Carolina. Yes. Thank you for bringing in the ancestors. So this last song, a lot of you probably learned this in kindergarten or preschool or first or second grade. It's a song that they use a lot in schools. A lot of people don't know that this song is an African American spiritual, and it also was a very important song in the civil rights movement as well. And one of the people who loved to sing this song, among many, was Fannie Lou Hamer. So we want to bring her name, especially in a time like this. So it's a song, who can guess it? Yes, come on, see? I knew, Laurel. So anyway, so we're gonna let's close the circle. Let's make the circle a little bit. No, I'm just saying we want to include those people over there. Yeah. Let's make sure we're connected. No, get closer. Yeah, right there. Okay, we got it. All right, cool. Yeah. All right. This little light of mine. Let's sing it like we're children. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Like a child, y'all. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Woo! I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. My God gave it to me. My God gave it to me. I'm gonna let it shine. My God gave it to me. I'm gonna let it shine. My God gave it to me. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it. Now in the tradition, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor how you gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Sing to each other, y'all. I'm gonna sing to each other. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let's do it one more time. Full stop. Last time around. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Woo! This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! We love you, Kimberly!
Sorry. Sorry, Marty. Okay, so good afternoon. My name is Janae Potts. I'm the Assistant Director for the Institute for Black Intellectual Life. On behalf of everyone who has helped contributed to the culmination of the Institute, as well as attended any of our previous events, today's events, and I thank you ahead of time for your attendance in our future events. I just want to give a round of applause for our performer and, again, everyone who spoke today. So. Sorry. Thank you again for your attendance today. In about 15 minutes, we will have a reception. So please hold tight, and we look forward to further community today. Thank you. And then for those who are able to stay around today, at 7 p.m. we will have special screening films in Low Auditorium featuring special screenings from the works of our very own Iyabo Koyana. He's right there, thank you. Get home safely for those who may be leaving. Thank you. Yes.